Okay, welcome to Global Product and Gaming Review. Well, we have three articles, possibly a fourth article to review. Before I go over the articles, I'd like to let you know this is for purposes of review and educational purposes. This is not to take credit for the article. Each one of the articles, uh, credit goes to the publisher and the author. In this case, that's Bloomberg. And the story is by Leah Nyland and Dinah Bass. Okay? I do have the right to do this review under the Fair Use Act of 1976, just to let you know. Now, with that out of the way, let's go through the articles. The first one we want to talk about is the Microsoft Activision deal, poised to close later than planned. Per Bloomberg, Microsoft Corporation and Activision Blizzard Incorporated are nearing the finish line on their $69 billion deal, but aren't likely to close it by a Tuesday deadline, people familiar with the deal said. The companies don't plan to walk away from the deal and continue seeking the final regulatory approvals and needed for closing, said the people who declined to be named because they were not authorized to speak publicly. Microsoft and Activision declined to comment. Regulatory momentum has shifted in favor of the deal in recent days, with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission failing to block it out in court and the UK's Competition and Markets Authority announcing an unprecedented move to start fresh talks on ways to massage UK's government concerns. Still, the progress likely isn't fast enough to complete the deal by Tuesday's milestone. Potentially missed deadline underscores the sway held by regulators in UK. One of the biggest markets for Microsoft and Activision games and consoles. The CMA is concerned the deal would reduce competition and innovation and give gamers fewer options. Microsoft, which embarked on the deal 19 months ago to become a stronger gaming company with a foothold in mobile games, has had to make compromises, agreeing to give rivals Sony Group Corporation and Nintendo Company access to Activision's Call of Duty games. Now, the merger agreement set July 18 as the date of which both companies could walk away, with Microsoft bound to pay Activision $3 billion if the acquisition is terminated. The companies could proceed under the current deal, which would allow Activision to walk away at any time. They could also seek to amend the agreement, though doing so would open the possibility to changes to financial terms. UK regulators vetoed the deal in April amid concerns about its impact on the cloud gaming market. A May 5 order bars the companies from closing the purchase even though it now received government approvals in 39 countries. The CMA has also far maintained its veto while negotiations continue. If you'd like, I'll give you the links and you can see more about this veto case. Now, continuing on, a violation of the UK order would it would leave as well, lead to fines up to 5% of the company's combined global revenue. Russian forces would opt to change their order to allow Microsoft and Activision to close outside of the UK while keeping the company separate outside the country. The UK's discussions are expected to take several days or weeks to resolve, and the CMA has officially extended its target date on the probe to August 29, although officials have said they aim to conclude earlier. In another positive step for the deal, a British antitrust tribunal judge provisionally agreed on Monday to pause an appeal case targeting the CMA's initial veto, lifting another obstacle toward a new UK decision. He said the court had been, quote, gifted with the new circumstances that showed, quote, the game has moved on, unquote. All right. You're welcome to weigh in on this. What do you think of this Microsoft Activision deal? Um, Please give me your opinion on it if you'd like. Is this good or bad, and why? Here are some rules for posting. Number one, please be respectful. Number two, no derogatory comments. Number three, no threatening. If you didn't like the article, tell me why. The objective is to be constructive and to always improve upon things. You understand? Good. Now, with that understood, let's go to the second article. Now, again, I'd like to do this article is for purposes of review and education, and also to inform the audience about what's happening, just like every article I do. The purpose is not to take the credit for the publishing of the article. It goes to the publisher. In this case, is Seeking Alpha, okay, and also the author if there's an author. Besides just the publisher, you have a right to do this under the Fair Use Act of 1976. Understand? Now, with that understood, let's continue on. The headline reads, Logitech acquires custom consoles creator Logitech. I pronounce that Logitech or Logitech, yeah. So Logitech International, NASDAQ, LOGI, acquired Logitech, a Helsinki-based creator of custom consoles and software designed to make the creative process faster and more intuitive for streamers and creators and gamers. The addition of Logitech further enhances Logitech's ability to deliver a premium experience and content creation applications of all types of creators, including gamers, live streamers, and other creative professionals. The acquisition amount is not yet disclosed. Okay, now, very short article, but it's straight to the point. I will also include the website link to this article so you can read it. And also, it looks like there's a video here as well that you're more than welcome. Okay, sorry, and they said, who just the Sai GM of Logitech G said, the acquisition augments Logitech's product portfolio today and accelerates our software ambitions of enabling keyboards, mice, and more to become smarter and contextually aware, creating a better experience for audiences across Logitech. There are some more articles about Logitech and Logitech-related news. You're welcome to see those. I'll have the link enclosed in the description of this video. Now, what do you think of of Logitech acquiring a custom console creator? I'd be interested to know if you'd like to say your opinion. Just to make sure you understand the rules. First rule is be respectful. Number two, no threatening. Number three, no derogatory comments. Our objective here is to have constructive dialogue, constructive criticism. If you have any criticism, but most of all, want to find a way to make every single review better and better. Do you understand? For the benefit of the people who watch the video. Okay? Now we got our third one here, and this is a little bit different. And I will reiterate. I know I'm speaking like a broken record, but just for every single article that I review, I just want to make it clear. My purpose is for review, education purposes, and to inform people about what's happening in the world. The purpose is not to take credit from the publisher, in this case, which is Reuters, and from the author. It's a story by Reuters. If there's an author as well, those people get credit for the article, not me. All I'm doing is just communicating the news to people on the internet so they can also see it. I will enclose the link so people can read it themselves. Now, with that being said, let's continue with the article review. The headline reads, Vietnam EV maker VinFast to start construction of the U.S. factory next week. Just in case you don't know what the acronym EV stands for, that's electronic vehicle. Here's a picture of the front of the car. It looks kind of fancy. Now, as per Hanoi and Reuters, Vietnam's automaker VinFast on Wednesday said it would start construction of its electric vehicle or EV factory in the United States next week, aiming to produce 150,000 units per year in the first phase of its at its North Carolina plant. The unit of Vietnam's largest conglomerate, Vingroup JSC, announced a plan to build a $4 billion EV factory in Chatham County on 1,800 acres of land in March last year. Now, commissioning was targeted by 2025, a year later than its initial plan. In February, VinFast received environmental permits required to start construction in Phase 1 of the planned project. The factory consists of two main areas of vehicle production and assembly line and other supplier businesses, VinFast said in a statement. I'd like you guys to weigh in. What do you think of Vietnam's EV maker VinFast? Start construction of the U.S. factory next week. Keep in mind that I'd be happy to see your comments. Just make sure that they are respectful, non-derogatory, non-threatening. Okay. The purpose is to have constructive dialogue and to always improve these articles for the benefit of the people watching the video. Okay. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching this video about the review of these articles. Please click like if you found value and you like the art of these articles that I reviewed. Please click subscribe just in case you haven't. That way you'll have access to all my future videos. Please click the bell button. That way you'll have access to all my future videos. And there will be a membership service in the future that will give you access to more detailed explanation of various articles. I will have a 5-tier system. First 4 tiers will be respectively in this order: $2.50 for one live stream, $5 for 2 live streams, 3 live streams will be $7.50, 4 live streams will be $10. I will go into depth and you will be able to conversate about that, either by live stream on YouTube or on Rumble. And will also, as the 5th tier and the highest tier, I'll have an option for $15 by Patreon, meaning $15 per month per person. You'll be able to get extra. You'll be able to access not only these articles, but all the articles for the month as well. Now, instead of just the live streams, you'll be able to access all of them for the month, and I will have some a bonus article for you on something that you'll find very informational or something very useful. It's basically a bonus article, if you want to look at it that way. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I wish that you have a great day.